What's up, guys? It is Carly here, bringing you day number 3 of my 3rd annual 31 Days of Horror. And as I said from the previous 2 videos, we have the theme of going in alphabetical order with all the movies that I have to watch in my collection. So moving right along, we are on to an older film, and it is actually a sequel, and that is Bride of Frankenstein. Yes, I have this in this little Frankenstein Blu-ray set here. JP actually got me the Universal's Monsters box set for Christmas, which was, or my birthday rather, which was an awesome gift, because there's a lot of these movies that I have not yet seen and would like to familiarize myself with, so obviously that's the perfect way. But anyway, Bride of Frankenstein, this movie is obviously the sequel to Frankenstein, and in this one, it kind of, leads off after the events of the first one. You have Dr. Frankenstein has survived, and so has the monster. They kind of think he's dead at the beginning, but then you see that the monster has also survived, and he's kind of like just roaming around like the backwoods and the town and stuff like that. And meanwhile, Dr. Frankenstein is trying to recover from his injuries, and this even madder scientist kind of tries to persuade him that he needs to continue with his studies of creating new life, because obviously this monster was a success, and he just feels that he should try again. So pretty much the whole movie is just kind of the Frankenstein's monster roaming around and running into people, having these different interactions and encounters, and you kind of just get a lot more character development with this monster, which in the first one you really don't get too much. You get the famous scene with the little girl and the flowers and stuff like that, but I feel like they really definitely kind of push forward on that a little bit in this movie, and for that, I really enjoy it. I will say right off the bat, I enjoyed this one a good bit more than the original movie. A lot of people consider Frankenstein one of the best Universal movies, at least people that I've known and talked to, but I actually enjoyed this sequel more. I thought it was a little more entertaining, and I enjoyed watching the monster and his interactions with people. Like, there's a part where he comes upon this blind hermit kind of in the middle of nowhere, and this hermit kind of teaches him things about friendship, but like he's really happy because obviously he can't see, and he doesn't know what this monster looks like or that it's even a monster, so he's kind of teaching him words like good and friend, and just kind of how to be a friend. And it's a scene that makes you really sort of feel for the monster, because he's capable of having good intentions, but just certain stuff kind of sets him off, because he's confused and obviously not really all the way human or anything like that. So he's just kind of like this misunderstood creature, and you really kind of feel for him a lot more in this film. They do a good job of portraying that. I think this movie has really great settings. Just the, I guess, village, you can say, I think looks really fantastic, and this Blu-ray looks really good too. I think black and white Blu-rays are awesome. It just looks so much more crisp and clear to watch, and you really kind of just appreciate the set pieces and the way the town looks, as well as the townspeople, just the way they're dressed and stuff like that, because I believe this is supposed to take place like in 1899, so it's even supposed to be later. Obviously it's already an old movie, but it's supposed to be way back then, so they do a good job of portraying that. I didn't really know much about this movie going into it, so I kind of had a different idea of it being called The Bride of Frankenstein. I didn't realize that you really don't get to see the bride until the very end, and then that's kind of it. It's not really a movie about the bride, despite the title, but that's okay. I get the point of it. The point is that this scientist ends up, trying to get back at it, and they end up creating this other monster, and that's kind of the idea, and it's supposed to be like a new friend for the original monster, I guess. So, no problems there. The ending is actually pretty sad too. It's kind of just one of those tragic endings. If you haven't seen this, I don't want to completely give it away, but if you've seen Bride of Chucky, then you've pretty much seen the ending of this, because they kind of play the entire thing there. But I think it's a solid ending. It makes you once again feel bad for the monster, and he just has some really solid lines, and he's really good at portraying just different emotions. So overall, really enjoyed this one. Only real complaint is the girl from, or the woman rather, from Invisible Man is in this movie as well, and she's extremely annoying, extremely loud. I think her name's Minnie in this movie. I forget what it is in the other movie. Not sure what the actress's name is in real life, but in that movie she's being over the top, and in this one she kind of is too. That's just kind of, I guess, her character thing going on there, but, you know, not a major complaint, just an annoying character. Overall, thought this was really solid. Give it an 8 out of 10. Definitely excited to check out some more of these movies that I have not seen, because I think I'm up to only 7 of the Universal movies that I've seen as of now, and most of them are the popular ones. It's mainly the sequels, such as, you know, this one and all the other ones that come with it that I have not seen yet. So definitely curious on it. 8 out of 10 for Bride of Frankenstein. Thank you guys once again for joining me for day number 3 of my 31 days of horror, and as always, I will see you tomorrow.